Okay, welcome back. Gold prices are up, way up. House prices are coming down, car prices are coming down, and guess what's coming for 2025? For the past couple of months, gold prices have actually been coming up big time. And we're talking, I think it has been on an upward trend. Let's check here. Somewhere after December of 2024, gold has just been soaring. Right now, at today's date, today's February 13, at the time of recording this video, gold prices are $2,918. It's probably at all times high that it has ever been. Well, it actually went up to $2,950 if I'm not mistaken, $2,940, $48, $45, somewhere around there. It was earlier this month, and it's just crazy. Nobody has ever seen prices like this, and it's tied to a couple of factors which we're gonna dive into this video. So starting with some of the first factors, let's look at the housing market. Let's see what's going on with the housing market, because there's a lot of speculation about the housing market, but let's actually look at data, actual data, and then you guys could make your own conclusions at the end. We are going to use Reventure, which is a very popular app within the real estate market, and let's look at their news and see what is actually happening here. In Utah, it has seen a 16.7% increase in the days of the market. So you guys remember back in the pandemic, houses were selling like this. They didn't last in the market more than a month. Now, guess what? Houses are lasting, they're taking in Utah 77 days. That's over 2 months for a house to sell. So that's more than double what it used to be in pandemic times. Guess what? Las Vegas, Nevada, the inventory jumps a 49.3% year over year, reaching 7,100 homes. If you've ever been in Vegas, you know Vegas is not very big. So 7,100 homes in sale for 2025, and inventory is jumping 49% year over year. 49% year over year, that's crazy. It's ridiculous. So that means that inventory is actually going up. Later, we're gonna see what's happening with the buyers, which is the most important thing. We wanna make sure that there's enough buyers. Back in the pandemic, what happened was we didn't have enough inventory for the amount of buyers that we had. Now we have a lot of inventory, but do we have enough buyers? Let's continue with the video. Phoenix, Arizona. The housing market sees a 37.3% price cut. 37.3% price cut on a house. 37% price cut in Phoenix, Arizona. That's crazy. Denver, Colorado. Well, Denver, just like Miami, it's a whole different universe. Days on the market increases by 15%. I don't know what's gonna happen with the prices. Maybe they'll fall a little bit, because Denver is very similar to Miami in the sense of like these cities are anomalies, in the sense of like there's a lot of people with money, a lot of wealthy people. Again, the houses are taking long, extended to 72 days in January. Houses in the markets are taking longer to sell. Washington, D.C. sees a surge on inventory, 35% surge on inventory. 35% surge on inventory. Cape Coral. Cape Coral is actually a very nice city here in the US, in Florida, and there's some very nice houses up there, but the value has declined 5.6%. while homes for sale rise by 37.7%. So the prices are going down. There's a lot more houses in the market, so that means that the prices most likely are gonna keep on coming right now. So Orlando is actually experiencing a significant surge in homes for sale. As of 2025, the market is seeing a 47.5% surplus in inventory. 47.5% inventory surplus. On the other hand, applications for mortgages to purchase new homes have fell 2% on the week, extending a 4% drop earlier. People buying new homes are actually applying less than before, and the house prices are coming down. And then there is a big surplus in inventory, huge surplus in inventory. It's not even small. I've seen it here in Miami, which is weird, that I'm looking at different rents, I'm looking at different houses, I'm looking at different prices, and guess what? Now, before, they didn't give you not 2 months free, no $1,000 to start your rent or to get on the lease or whatever. Now, like I've seen some beautiful apartments, and they're giving me 2 months of rent for free. And I'm like, okay, like that is incentivizing me to go and find a new apartment. Because when I started at my current apartment, there was no 2 months free. It was just like, hey, like move it because I have a list of 100 other people that want the same apartment that you want. So I'm like, okay, so you have to do what you gotta do. Now it's like, okay, everything's coming down, rents are coming down. Big companies are seeing they're gonna need to incentivize the customers in order to get them in the door.
Is it a good time to buy a house?
I don't know about that. Because again, we have to wait until the rates drop a little bit more and maybe the prices come down a little bit more, because if this is just the start and we don't know whether it's the start or whether it's a reset, whether it's a flat line, we don't know, but there's a big surplus in inventory. So most likely, I honestly, in my honest opinion, think that prices are going to keep on coming down, especially if credit card debt is increasing, especially if people cannot make the payments on their car, then something astronomical is going to happen. Car prices are actually coming down. I'm actually looking at different cars that I've been wanting to buy and the prices are actually coming down. Okay, prices are coming down. Do I want to buy right now that this just started, or do I want to wait? At least for the car, that's not something that I'm in a rush for. It's not like the faster I buy the car, the more it's going to increase in value. So I'm just going to wait and see what's going to happen, because my gold reserve is actually going to keep on increasing. So there's nothing for me to rush it. Well, I'm gonna put, I don't know, a down payment on a car, or buy a car, whatever amount, $50,000, $100,000 that I'm gonna spend on a down payment on a car, or the car is like, I'll rather leave that money sitting in gold, which is currently increasing in value. And even if it drops, what is it gonna drop to? If I look at gold right now, where is the last resistance? It's at 2,500, so it's only gonna come down like a few points in percentage and things like that. So I'm not really risking too much of my money there. I'll rather just leave it sitting in there. And plus, it's inventory that I could move. So it pays off a lot more than a stupid fucking car. I'll say that for sure. And it pays off a lot more than a freaking house. Whether the house, let's just say the house stays flatline. Listen, if you have a house, by all means, I have my honest opinion about owning a house. It's like interest rate is crazy right now, 6%, 7%, whatever that is. It's just astronomical based on what the 2% that we had before, 2.5, 3%. That's just double, and it's crazy how much money are you paying in interest for your house. At least down here, homeowners insurance is astronomical also. So you're pretty much throwing all your money away. I'm paying rent, I'm throwing my money away, but I'm saving cost on all of these things, and I'm also saving on the down payment because I'm putting all of that into my business, which pays me a lot more than it's gonna pay me on a house. Remember, on the house, I'm locking in whatever it is, 100 grand or 50 grand, whatever that is, I'm locking in that money. I can't move that money. So yeah, I know there's real estate agents walk around it, and I don't know, maybe you could get like refinance loans, or you have to wait for this, you wait for that, but my brain doesn't function that way. If that is your business, then by all means, listen, there's a lot of people in real estate that make a shit ton of fucking money. They do make a shit ton of money. That's just not my thing. So I would rather have zero headaches, in the sense of like my cars, I could just get rid of them, no problem. My rent, I could move anywhere I want. I don't have to be dealing with real estate agents. I don't have to be dealing with brokers. I don't have to be dealing with buyers. I don't have to be dealing with renters. I don't have to be dealing with none of that, because all of my money is in my business. Everything is in my business. So going back to your question, I honestly think that I would wait if I would want to buy a car. Same if I would want to buy a home. I will wait a little bit and see what happens with the market and see what's going to happen with all this economy in general, because Trump just took over. So there's a lot of big changes that are happening, and how is that going to affect the economy? How is that going to affect the United States in general? We don't know yet. So I would rather wait. In the meanwhile, all of my money is sitting in gold. I have very little money sitting in my bank account. Everything else is sitting in gold. Okay, listen, let's cut off the housing market, because I think we already have enough information here to find out what's going on. Another thing that might be affecting, and this is most likely gonna be affecting the economy in general, is the credit card debt statistics. So how much credit card debt do Americans have now? Which is, it's insane by now. And it's the highest that it has ever been, ever. Credit card debt stands at $1.166 trillion. Last year's, this is data from last year, quarter 2024. The total national average credit card debt among cardholders with unpaid balances is $7,236. That's the average unpaid balance, $7,000. High interest rates is revolving credit reaching a 21.76%. There has been a decline in saving rates. There's consumer relying heavily on credit to maintain their lifestyle, and gold prices are soaring. They just have been soaring for quite a while now. Let's look at data back in 2018. October 2018, price was somewhere around $1,200 for gold. Right now, prices of gold are $29.20 as of today. It's at all times high, $29.20, $2,920. Bank of America is actually expecting gold to reach $3,000 very soon. Maybe by the time this video is released, maybe we already reached the $3,000 mark. Maybe by the time of this video, we're coming back down to 28, 2,600, but I don't know. And I don't think so. And here's why. Looking at China's gold reserves, you're gonna see right here on this chart that China's gold reserve has been increasing. And why is China stocking up all the gold that they can? We're still strong on the gold market. United States still beats China by miles when it comes to the gold reserves. But why is China stocking up on gold? Why is everybody else in the world pretty much stocking as much gold as they can? Why? South Africa gold production actually dropped 8.4% year on year in December 2024, easing from the 11.5% decline in the previous month. This has marked the 14th consecutive period of decreasing gold output. So the gold output in South Africa is actually coming down. So South Africa is not producing that much gold. It's actually decreasing. China is stocking up on gold. The entire world is actually stocking up on gold, and you're seeing the prices increase. Credit card delinquency rates. Credit card delinquency rates is coming right back up. And this is just crazy. Again, that's going back to everything that I just said. Credit card delinquency rates are coming up. The credit card debt is actually up. Surplus of inventory in the housing market is crazy. There's not enough buyers. People are desperate to get out of their homes now. Once one person starts getting desperate, then everybody else starts getting desperate. And what happens is the market starts getting desperate, and then you start flooding the market. And that's exactly what's going on now. They're flooding the market with inventory. We didn't have enough inventory before. Now we do have much more than that. And again, gold prices are coming up. This is all information that's happening right here, right now. What's gonna happen, we don't know, but hopefully things do stabilize. Trump said that he was going to make housing affordable for people. A lot of people are gonna lose their ass if that does happen and housing prices come down. But again, we're gonna leave that to the market. Let me know exactly what you think. I'm here just like you. We don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. Gold has always been a hedge against inflation, has always been a hedge against economic uncertainty, and I'm going to keep stocking up on inventory pretty much as I can. My friends, this is Julio from GOLDZENN. Let me know what you guys think about this. Again, this is just purely my honest opinion. If you guys need any custom pieces, any type of jewelry in general, let us know. We'll be here to help. Watches, Rolexes, anything, whatever you want, just let us know. Like high-end jewelry, engagement rings, let us know, because we are here to help. And we have some of the best service in the industry. If you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. Go into Google, see the hundreds of reviews that we have by now, and we have an average of right now 4.9 stars. Very freaking good, and we achieved all of that within the past year. It takes a lot of jewelry stores to get to 100 reviews. It takes years for them to get to 100 reviews. We did that in 1 freaking year. Okay, so thank you, my friends, and remember, gold is earned and it's not given.